Hi guys. We're just gonna wait for a few more people to join in. Hi everyone. Super excited to meet you guys. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to VLCC Femina Miss India 2020, co-powered by Sephora and Reposo. I am super excited to have Trisha join in. I'm just gonna wait for her to come online. So how has everyone been? How has the start of the new year been for all of you? If Trisha can see me, I'm super excited for you to come online. Also, since we're in the first week of New Year, let's please start it on a very nice and positive note. Let's keep all the hate comments away. Let's keep the comment section super sweet and nice and clean. Just a humble request from my end. Hi everyone. Good evening. Wish you all a very happy new year. Hope the first week of new year has been good for all of you guys so far. Hi everyone. I'm just waiting for Trisha to send me a request so I can get her on.
Hi.
Hi Ashna.
Trisha, so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. I have been waiting to catch up with you.
So how have you been?
I have been great. I'm super excited. How are you?
I'm good. First of all, congratulations to you on winning the title of VLCC Femina Miss India Goa 2020. So how does it feel? Tell me that firstly.
It's honestly hard to say how it feels because when you wanted something for the longest time and then it finally comes to you, I don't know how it sinks in, but I'm really grateful for what I have right now. It feels great.
Right, right. Um, so, I mean, you guys are doing the whole thing online. It's been
Right.
first time that the pageant is happening virtually. So just, I mean, what's your experience? How exactly does it work? Like, would you just be able to give me a quick snapshot of that? Because
Yeah,
I'm super.
y'all really had a different format and it was really different. So actually this came as something new to even us because I have been watching pageants for the longest time. I followed your pageant too. And we've always been preparing that way, but then this year came as a shock. And honestly, I feel like it's a collective effort from everybody's side because it's new for the organization, it's new for us. But overall, it's a great journey because we are having a different kind of learning because it's a different format. But overall, because everything is online, eh, all of us have to be there on Zoom calls and we can't present there. So over Zoom calls, it's like you have to be your everything. So we are doing all the job and learning at the same time. So it's a great experience overall. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I mean, I would just want to start off with this question for you. When did it come to you, or when did you think that okay, I want to pursue Miss India, or I want to audition for Miss India, or I want to have that crown, or maybe represent the country? When did it all come into place for you?
So Miss India didn't come as a surprise to me because I remember I was 8 or 9 years old, and sometimes you don't have a reason as to why you want it, but you want it so badly. So then I used to always, and whenever the girl used to be like, and Miss, and back then it used to be Pawns, I think. So
Yeah.
Pawns, Femina, Miss India, and I started crying, and my mom's like, "What happened?" And I was like, "No, but I want it." So it came a long, long time ago. But through the years, instead of fading off, it just got serious. And I think that's the drive that it began long, long ago. So then it came on as a motto for me. But then it went on passing on to my family also because they saw how serious I was. So this is the first time I heard that I'm eligible actually. So, so I had made up my mind that I will participate as and when the opportunity comes to me. Though it was digital, which is unexpected, I was very glad that I could be a part of the digital format. That is the first time it's happening. So it came to me a long, long time ago. What about you, Ashna?
I mean, for me also, I used to look at Sushmita Sen and Aishwarya Rai when I was a kid, and honestly, as a kid, I was only fascinated about the sparkly crown on their head. As a child, that was about it. And of course, uh, I thought it was a very long shot, and I could never make it. So I never really, had it in mind that okay, I want to do this when I grow up. But when I turned 18, I happened to chance upon Campus Princess, which is a subject
Even
matter.
I am a Campus Princess finalist.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's so yeah, exactly. So Campus Princess came to a college nearby, okay, and I thought, hey, you know what? Let's just give it a shot and see where it goes. And that's when I realized that I love being on stage. I love meeting new people. I love talking to people. I just really loved the version of myself, that I found while I was on that stage in particular, and that's when I realized that okay, you know what, this is something that I can actually do. And of course, from there, it was a journey of a few ups and downs. There was a lot of hard work that went into place. Then Miss India happened to me in 2018. So yeah, I mean, it's just I still have goosebumps when I think about it because it's just and it's the most memorable experience of my life. I would never trade that my journey with Miss India for anything in the world because it's taught me so much. I've truly, I mean, you know how people say that the journey is what matters the most. I feel like it's not just a quote, it really means something. What I have taken back from the journey, um, I would be forever grateful for that because it really has molded me into the person that I am today.
And I must add, you are still doing very well because back in 2018, I started following you. And since then, I've been following you and you're very inspiring, I must say. You're really doing well after the journey.
So thank you so
But
much.
Ashna, what do you think that what kind of opportunities did Miss India give you? Because it's a big, big platform. So what kind of opportunities did the platform bring you?
I mean, the first and foremost thing that Miss India gave me was um, the ability to explore. We were around the best professionals in the industry, the best photographers, the best makeup artists, okay, the best designers. So, as a fresher, to be put into this situation, that in itself was amazing. And we were when you actually step into the industry as a model, you're not really allowed to make mistakes. You're not allowed to take your time. If you get overwhelmed and you start crying, then they'll just be like, okay, send her home, get another girl, okay, instead. But throughout the journey with Miss India, if the team and all of the professionals, they were all there to support you. So I think that was the most important thing that Miss India gave me. Apart from that, obviously, as a team, they always supported all of us. They pushed all of us to do better. Everyone in the team, not just the photographers, even the photographers at times, because see, we we used to have super hectic schedules. I'm
Right,
sure
right.
that I mean you do have a hectic schedule even now, but uh, even during the pageant, we used to have a whole day of sessions and shoots, ending up super late at night, and then we used to have an early morning call time the next day. So at times we used to really get exhausted, but it was only when we saw the people around us who were working equally hard and also there to support us. You know, like um, if a model feels tired suddenly, there'll be a contestant manager who comes and says, "Hey, you're okay, you're doing fine." The photographer is always motivating you that you're looking fabulous. Maybe try this, maybe try that. So all of that is not going to happen when you go out there into the industry. This was basically like a family that just took care of you and helped you achieve the best version of yourself in that span of time. So I think that was the best thing that Miss India gave me.
Ashna, when you say this, I totally agree about the contestant managers and the Miss India family. Because now
Yeah,
that it's digital, you don't have that physical connection. But at the same time, they will make sure that everything is going right. Then we'll have those calls where we'll have the emotional, the emotional aspect too, where they actually support us emotionally and they let us know that it's okay if something's not working out, if something's working out. Because it's all new. But I agree when you talk about the family. And, when we talk about Miss India family, it's not just the contestants and the contestant managers in the team. But, there are so many people, external people who've never seen you, who've never met you. But you wake up every morning and you see so many DMs and so many messages where people appreciate you. And what makes it special is that they don't know you at all, but they take that minute and they actually type for you and they encourage you, they give you suggestions. So it actually gives you a huge family. So that is something I agree.
yeah,
There's a lot of support from everywhere.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
That's true.
And even after after the pageant ran its course, like it wrapped up, but we were still in touch with the team. We were still in touch with our co-contestants. We would speak to our co-contestants saying that, "Hey, are you going for that casting? Are you, trying for this audition, whatever that is?" And it was basically just like, it really helps when you have that kind of support,
That's true.
especially in the career that you're trying to pursue. Even the team, they would always push us, support us. They would tell us that, okay, try this, try that. You will be really good if you, try to go for maybe the runway, or maybe try this, maybe try that. So they were always there, even after the whole contest was over. So I'm grateful up until today, and I'll forever be. And I'm sure that you and the rest of you girls in your batch, you guys are all gonna have a great time.
I
Just
really hope, I'm waiting for the top 15 and I really hope I make it because,
all.
we've always seen that unity among the girls. Though it's a competition, we've always seen those behind the scenes and the first day, the second day and all of that. And I always imagined myself being around the girls and learning from them. But of course, now that we're away, we're still trying to be connected, but it does not actually feel the same. And I really hope I make it to the top 15 to have the kind of feeling that you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I mean, we miss each other so much. We end up texting each other every once in a while. And trust me, even if it was basically 30 girls eyeing for the same prize, we were extremely supportive of each other. We used to lend each other clothes, we used to straighten each other's hair, help each other with makeup, all of that. I mean, all the time. We were really, really good together as a bunch of friends, and I'm sure you're gonna love that. You're gonna love meeting the co-contestants. It's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, I feel one of the major reasons why you actually support each other is because you understand the goal, the intensity
Yeah.
and the gravity of how much everyone wants it. So, at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. So I think that support automatically comes when you actually feel like them. So
Yes.
right, right. And Ashna, how has 2020 been for you?
I mean, most of it went in the lockdown, I would say, but it has been very self introspective also. we did have a lot of time at hand to sit down and really think about where we are in life, where we're headed. Uh, it was for me also. I mean, like most of us, it was a time where I could be more mindful about myself and also about things around me, of course. And I wouldn't want to delve into the negatives. Honestly, I would just like to talk about the positive things. I got to spend a lot. I had a lot of me time. I ended up cooking a lot of things. I ended up painting a lot. I've always wanted to do these things. I've never had the time, but the lockdown allowed me to. So I would say I was happy about that.
That's
That
true.
I
Sorry,
think
the last
you're
sentence. Could you please?
preparing. You must be preparing for the pageant.
So the pageant, so the announcement of the pageant did not happen in the first half of the year. And we were really skeptical about the pageant happening in the first place because
Yeah.
with the kind of situation we were in, I did not expect the pageant coming. But I but the disguise because I actually met with an accident back in December. And
Oh,
and for the first few months I was on the bed, and so my first thought was, what if I can't walk on heels? What if I can't walk the ramp ever again? All those were my first thoughts, but fortunately I got the time to rest. And I know a lot of people went through a lot of a lot of hardships, but at the same time it did help a lot of people at the same time. So I think for me it came as a blessing in disguise. And after that, the second half of the journey, the second half of the year was entirely preparing for Miss India because it was
right.
finally coming true. So I had to give my all.
That does sound good. So I would really want to wish you all the best, and I really want to tell you that please feel free to reach whenever you like. Don't hesitate. I'm literally just a call away. You can call me
Thank you
up.
so much. The first time you said this to me, I told you I'm going to pester you. Yes.
Trust me.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
okay. So definitely.
Ashna, I'm unable to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself? Yeah.
Sorry. Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I said that yeah, I would definitely be super happy if you happen to text me or call me whenever. So please don't hesitate to do that.
Thank you so much, Ashna. Thank you. That means a lot.
Uh, I mean, we can maybe take a few questions. That's
Yes, yes,
okay.
of course.
Uh, okay. Are you able to see any questions that you happen to like?
No, I see a lot of compliments and wishes, and thank you so much, everybody, for actually patiently listening to us and giving us your time. I see a lot of good luck and all the best. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Mm, wasn't allowed to give the auditions. Mm, do you see any questions?
I actually don't see any. You're right. I only see
Uh,
compliments. So Niharika has asked, what's your skincare routine? If I mean, Trisha, would you like to share your skincare
yes,
routine?
yes, of course. So I wasn't blessed with extremely good skin. I had a lot of acne and pimples as a teenager. But when it comes to skincare, I think it's more about what you put inside than outside. Because outside, you listen to everybody and you try everything, but you are not sure what's right and what's not. But when it comes to putting, what you eat and how much water you drink, I think that is more important. And in my case, I eat healthy always. Like not because because I'm lean or anything, but that's just been my lifestyle. So,
No, I agree. I agree.
right, right. So that's how it's been. And otherwise, moisturize the skin, use a sunscreen. That's about it.
So are you like following a particular diet? What is it that you eat in a day?
I am very mindful of what I eat, but I do not, stop myself from eating anything like that. If something has a lot of sugar, or that is what I avoid. But I am not because I know something that does not sustain is not going to help later in life. So I go for a
Right.
sustainable diet, but at the same time, I'm very mindful of what I'm eating, so that it is not just about being lean at the end of the day, Ashna. Because as a lifestyle, if you adapt eating healthy and having it right, then you don't have to worry and you don't crave all the time. Because once went on a diet, and post that I used to crave everything. So then after that, I make sure that I eat everything, but in moderation.
Absolutely. I completely agree with the moderation bit because, I mean, I feel like eating also has a lot to do with the chemicals it produces in your body, and sometimes it's okay to give yourself that maybe a small piece of cake every once in a while. It really, helps pump yourself up. And then, of course, you can burn the calories out. That's always
That's true. It's like you eat what you want to, but you work out. Burn those calories.
absolutely.
And especially for somebody like me who learned how to bake during the lockdown, I actually used to try out different recipes every single day. So it was really difficult. So I had to exercise a little extra. But yes, do what you love, but make sure you're maintaining yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
We have one more question, and that is, how do you deal with stage fear?
Sorry, how do you?
Deal with stage fear.
I think everything comes with practice. Once you do something, the next time when you do it, you are less fearful. The next time you do it, you're even less fearful of it. So there's a first time for everything, and that's been my motto. So I was scared of height. I wanted to do some. I was scared of water. I learned swimming. So when you challenge yourself and you actually do things that you fear, I think it solves your problems. So when it comes to stage fear, I think the only solution. There was a time when I went for a debate and I blanked out. I blanked out on the stage. And I was extremely embarrassed because I was not somebody who didn't know how to speak. I knew what I wanted to say. I had it at the back of my mind, but it just didn't come out. I went blank. Suppose that I knew what I had to do. I had to go more on stage. I had to participate more. I had to learn more. So, I think the only way to face anything, not just stage, but anything, is to practice and do it more and more. And that's actually, overcome that fear.
I agree. I agree. Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, that's the only way you can build your confidence. Once you've
That's
done it, you know that the fear is out of your mind.
right.
So I agree completely with that bit as well. And
Until we get the next question, Ashna, could you tell me what you think a winner should have? A Miss India winner should, because you've already been through the journey and you know what it takes.
right. Uh, wait. You said what qualities, right?
What qualities or what does it take to actually win Miss India?
I mean, there is a whole lot of consistency, I would say. For me, that is extremely important, is because, see, um, you're definitely determined to be there. You're definitely passionate about what you're doing, because that's the reason that you've come so far. So yes, you've got that, but it's very easy to sort of lose that grip over things, over time, because it's an exhausting set of days. Okay, and it's exhausting every single day, but yet you have to show up with the same energy that you did on day one towards the very end. Nothing, and sometimes, lots of things, there are a lot of factors around you that could really get to you, but you need to know, you need to believe in yourself, you need to have that faith, and you need to keep it constant throughout the journey. So if you can withstand anything and everything that comes in the way, that is only because you will be keeping your passion and your determination about making it consistent. So if that's consistent, then I feel like, so
I
for me, that.
Right. Because I've been somebody. I have to remind myself every single day when I wake up. So I have this section in my room where through the years I have everything written. who's won, why do I think they won, why a certain person did not win. And when I was training, I used to write down why I didn't win a few times, what I went wrong in. I've kept all my crowns so that I remind myself why I started everything. So, like you said, you have to remember, why you're doing it. That is how consistency comes. Because it's very easy to lose track, and especially when it comes with competition,
Right.
every girl is good. Every girl is good. So when there's competition, where there's so much pressure, it is very easy to get demotivated. But to remember why you're doing it, then I think when you have that drive, you definitely can. You're right.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. I completely agree on that bit. So, I mean, there are a few people asking some questions about how to apply and how to apply to the pageant. All of that is available to you guys online on the website. That's how I did. I remember, when I was getting into pageants, I used to spend so much time on the Miss India YouTube channel, on the Miss India social, whatever, Facebook, Instagram. I used to keep. I used to keep. Sorry, there was a bit of glitch. I
Yeah.
used to keep researching, doing my bit of study on how things should, how what to expect, how things have been over the past few years. So that did help me a lot, and that's what I would say to other contestants. I mean, other aspirants of Miss India, that everything is available to you on the internet. So use that. It's a superb resource. So just use it. It really, go a long way.
That's true. Even I'm the kind of person who subscribe to all these pageant pages, and
Yeah,
yeah, because you have everything on the internet now, every single thing, and everything is accessible to an extent where you can actually see what somebody in another country is doing right now when it comes to ramp walk. So you have variations in it. You can actually practice every single thing.
absolutely. In
Right.
fact, I mean, I would really like to commend Miss India for maintaining such an amazing YouTube channel. Uh, they really have like a great mix of videos, and there's everything that you need to know about the pageant, everything that you need to know to be prepared to walk into pageantry. Everything's on there. So that was superb, honestly.
That's true. Anybody who wants this dream to come true could actually just go on YouTube and learn whatever they want at the will.
Right.
That's
So
everything.
I would just want to ask you one last question. What do you think, just sets you apart as a contestant? What do you think is your strength?
Honestly, Ashna, sets me apart is a question that I don't know how to answer because I do not know the strengths and weaknesses of other contestants. But when it comes to me, I think one thing that really sets me apart is that I'm self-aware. And I think that is one of the most important. Because when you can actually track your mind and know what you are thinking of and what your vision is, that is how your emotions get influenced and it shows in your actions. So when you have a vision, when I started my Miss India journey, I had a vision. I wanted the crown, and then I set my path accordingly.
Right.
So I think if you have any kind of preparation, you have to actually not think about what will set me apart from other girls, but just focus on who I am and how I am going to showcase myself. So I think that is, and does not come just in a day. That's for sure. Today, if I think, oh, tomorrow I want to win the crown, it does not come like that. I think it's through the years, the amount of hard work that you put in through the years, the drive that you have, how badly you want the crown. I think that is what sets me apart because I know myself and I know what I want. So I actually function accordingly and I actions accordingly. So through each day, I think I take each day as it comes and just give my best and be the best version of myself.
That's amazing. That makes me really happy to hear that. Uh, so how? Okay,
How did you
Anush
mentally?
has asked us, how did you mentally take in the announcement of being the state winner?
Oh, I think I should have reacted. I don't know if I saw it coming or not, but I really wanted it to happen. Like I didn't see anything otherwise. I for sure know I knew that I wanted it to come to me, but I didn't know how to react. So I got a call. I got a call, and I thought I had done something. I don't know if I hadn't submitted something or what the call was for. I wasn't sure. So I just got a call. I took the call and I started crying. And then my parents came to me and they were like, "Did you make it? Did you make it?" And then they started crying because now it's been like everybody has wanted it for the longest time. They've all seen how badly I wanted. So it's like everybody was just shocked and we were frozen. But I think I'm the kind of a person who actually couldn't sink in, and I don't think it's really sunk in till date because for the longest time I wanted to be it, and now I am actually VLCC Femina Miss India Goa 2020, and I'm going to be that for the rest of my life. So I think it hasn't really sunk in, but it's just that I think before I could sink one achievement, I had another goal in front of me. So yeah, and that's how life is, right? You know, before you can actually sink in something, you want something else, and there's something waiting for you.
I think
So
that's what interesting, you know.
right,
That's what keeps going for you.
right. So it came as a pleasant. It was really I'm really grateful for the opportunity, but at the same time, I really want to make the most of it and actually, you know, win the crown. So it came as it didn't come as a surprise, but I'm really grateful for it.
That's amazing, amazing.
Yeah, your you know, we've all wanted a crown and the sash like y'all did, but I really hope I make it to the top 15 so that we actually have the physical crowning and the announcement and that, you know, butterfly in your stomach when the announcement's actually happening. So I really hope I get that too.
Uh,
I think we have coming in now.
so we have a question from Warm Coke and Cold Pizza. The question says, "What is your Beauty with a Purpose campaign about?"
So personally, I have been working on mental health and the differently able people. Mental health in the sense that I haven't actually. So I had an incident in my life where I lost my best friend. Post that, my perspective of life changed because you know we don't see beyond the mere surface most of the time. Most of the times we don't. So I think that came a shock, and post that I actually started concentrating on myself and on others. So that was my beauty with a purpose. But this time, as we've taken the digital platform, we have a collective beauty with a purpose. Again, a very beautiful purpose for your videos just stopped, Ashna. Yeah. So we are raising funds for children with cancer. And I think it's a beautiful initiative. And this is the only sub contest I'd say where when people do better than you actually feel good. Because at the end of the day, everybody is, you know, taking a good step towards bringing about a change in somebody's life. So we are all collectively raising a fund, raising funds for them. So that is our beauty with the purpose this year.
Wonderful. Sounds really, really wonderful. Uh,
What's
Lovely.
your beauty with the purpose?
Sorry.
What was your beauty with the purpose?
I mean, for me, it was, you know, I really feel like education is something that can change the world, you know, and I feel like of course, we come from privileged backgrounds. We did get the right opportunities. We had a lot of exposure in life, but there are a lot of children who don't even get to go to school, who don't get the right kind of facilities in school, who don't get the right kind of mentorship or guidance. So I worked with a few NGOs in Bombay, even in Goa, and I went around local schools and basically local institutions that were founded for underprivileged children to help them to, you know, so what happens is that in fact post 7th and 8th grade, the parents itself withdraw their kids from these schools because they feel like it's not required for them to study anymore. They feel like, okay, they're big enough to go to factories and start working, or you know, do house chores, and you know, they don't need to go to school anymore. So we made sure that we got those parents to those respective schools, and we told them that, teaching your children could actually not just change their lives but also change your lives, and it could really make a huge difference. And for me, even if I was able to convince 5 parents, it just meant a huge thing for me, because I really feel like education changes, it gives you a perspective, I mean, it lets you have your own perspective, and that is the most important thing. So
I agree. I agree. There's nothing like knowledge, Ashna. Like you said, we are one of those, fortunate ones. Today we don't face a problem talking to each other, inspiring people. But there are so many. There's a potential lot that does not really come up because they're withdrawn from schools.
right.
So this is a great initiative.
Thank you. Anushka saying education breeds confidence. Absolutely agree with that.
That is true. And it also gives you an opportunity to dream above everything.
Exactly.
I think that is the most beautiful thing to do. Dream.
Right. See, like I said, and even you mentioned that when you were a kid, you saw the porn seminar messenger, like, so that is media. You had the opportunity to see these things. You had the opportunity to know that, oh, something like this even exists. And there are children out there who have no idea that, they could be an aeronautical engineer, or they could be, Femina Miss India. They have no idea that these things exist because they're not exposed to those things. So I feel like that gap, if it's bridged, a lot will change for
That
not our country but even the whole world altogether.
absolutely, Ashna. That's true.
Um, so I think we can wrap it up now.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of Happy New Year wishes.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. I wish you all a happy and most of all a healthy year, because we are few of the lucky ones who have made it to 2021. We've lost a lot of people. So I hope you all stay safe and have a prosperous year.
Absolutely. And all the very, very best to you, Trisha.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time, and please, like I said, feel free to reach out to me.
Yes, I just hope to make the most of this journey, give my best, and let's see what happens. Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I really hope I make it. Thank you, Ashna, for your time and your knowledge.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful catching up with you.
Thank you, Ashna. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who joined the live. Thank you for all your sweet compliments and your questions. You all were wonderful. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting us throughout. Keep your support coming, not just for me, but all my Miss India sisters as well. It means a lot to all of us, because when we do so much and we see the organization doing so much, and then we see that love reciprocated from our audience, it just helps us, it motivates us to do better. So please keep your love coming for me and my sisters. Thank you, everybody, for joining the live.
Thank you.